Alright, I just finished part 2, and we got some shit to talk about. First off, going back, a Moash chapter. Come to find out, Moash is a Parshendi name. That was really out of left field and kind of wild. And he said that his grandpa named him that. Why would his grandpa name him a Parshendi name? Interesting. But he also heard a voice in his head, and then he met with the Parshendi that he killed prior in a new body. And they're like talking up in the sky, and she's like, "You're something else there. Very interesting." And he was like, "Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with Moash and these Voidbringers, but I am very interested in it." And then we get a Bridge 4 chapter, and Relaine, I feel terrible for Relaine. That would suck. And yeah, that poor guy. That poor guy. And the fact that he's having to watch his own people. And he said that the Fused, the Voidbringers, are like enemies to his own people. But now he's like, no one can really understand how I feel because I'm not even the same species as you guys. So that was pretty sad. It was really funny that Scar and Drahe and all of them were like, "Renarin's learning to read and write." And they're like, "Yeah, what's the problem?" He goes, That's so feminine." And then Kaladin's like, "Drahe, you're literally courting a dude." And then Lopin's like, "Yeah," which is like the most manly thing ever, because he wants nothing to do with women. That was hilarious. That made me laugh. But then Dalinar came face to face with Odium, and he was like a kind old man. Yikes. And he was so calm, and he's just like, "Oh, it's kind of tired, and yeah, Dalinar, take a seat." And I was like, what is happening right? That makes him so much more terrifying. But then he mentions like the three of us, and he was talking about honor. He said he killed honor, and he's like, "And if I get a chance, I'm also going to kill cultivation." What? Oh, also, I forgot to mention Moash. They mentioned void light instead of stormlight. That's the thing. But anyway, Odium. Odium said that he's still shackled somehow, and that Dalinar has the power to release him, which is crazy and not good. So it was that, and then Lift was there. I love that. Anytime Lift shows up, I adore it. And the fact that she talked to Dalinar and calls him tight butt, incredible. And like at the very end, Odium like looked for a second. He's like, it's just an old man's mind playing tricks on him. And then he dipped. And then Lift showed up. So I'm assuming that he almost saw Lift, but he didn't. But yeah, that was something else. And Dalinar got to see like some of the scale of Odium, and he was like, "No thanks." And the old man was just kind of like a mask or like a version of his face. But I mean, he saw him. But Odium, now listen, maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe I assumed something just because I was so like in shock that we're talking to Odium right now. But is the Night Watcher cultivation? Because that would be nuts. I'm pretty sure she is. Because he was like, you've met her before. And it's like, what? And he goes, yeah. And she's all messing with shit and whatever. So, what?